Hey scholars, this is Mr. I with you again. We're working on your test corrections. So we have this problem over here, which is problem number 3. Now in this problem you'll notice you have a list of numbers, but they're being subtracted and then added and subtracted and then added and dot dot dot, which means that this pattern continues on forever. So if this pattern continues on forever, that means this is an infinite sum, which means we want to know what does this sum, if we continue with this pattern and then we add them all up together forever, what number would it approach, or what would it be? Okay, so first of all, we need to make up our minds and look at here and see the sequence and analyze it and see what it is. Now, I noticed right away the denominators, because all the numerators are 1, all the numbers on top are 1, so, well, there's no change there, that doesn't help me. But on the bottom, notice is 3, 9, 27, and I'm thinking, well, wait a minute. If I go from 3 to 9, that's a difference of 6. So I'm thinking, well, and then over here, they're not the same number. This is not a difference of 6. So I'm thinking, oh, maybe this is geometric. So let me check. Remember how to check if it's geometric is you divide the second by the first, the third by the second, so on and so forth. And if you get the same number, then that's your common ratio, or R. Once we know that, then we can go ahead and find this. So let's go through with this. So here we go. Well, we all know that if we divide negative 1 over 3 by 1, well, what is that going to give me? Negative 1 over 3 divided by 1 is negative 1 over 3, right? Now, what if we get 1 over 9 divided by negative 1 over 3? Let's see, 1 over 9 divided by negative 1 over 3, and I actually, give me a second, I forgot my parentheses, careful with that. And I actually get the exact same thing, negative 1/3, or negative 0.333333, which is negative 1/3. Remember, you could turn that into a fraction by using your calculator. Now, okay, so then I know this is a geometric sequence, and I know that R is negative 1 over 3 because we just divided the second by the first, give me negative 1 over 3, the third by the second, negative 1 over 3, so I know that's R. Well, to find the sum, or the infinite sum, of a geometric sequence, the formula is the sum is your first term divided by 1 minus R, which is the common ratio. Well, we're lucky because we know a sub 1. The first term is actually 1. So that's awesome. And over 1 minus R. And it's cool because we already know R. We just found it, right? R was negative 1 over 3. Be very careful. This was a huge mistake on the test. A lot of you guys did it backwards and you ended up getting negative 3 for your R. No, R is negative 1. A lot of you also forgot to do the negative. Be careful with that. It will give you a different answer if you don't make this a negative. So you got to make sure you look at your numbers carefully and find R correctly. So here we go. So we get 1 over, open parentheses, 1 minus negative 1 over 3. And we end up getting 0.75, which we all know is 3 over 4. And that is the answer for that. Once again, be very careful with your signs. Be very careful with how you find your R.